What's up guys, it's Dono. So I got a question about what to do if you lose motivation and how to start rapping again. So in this video we're going to talk about 5 different ways that you can get your motivation back and start rapping. Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about what to do if you're not really motivated to rap anymore, but you still kind of feel like you want to, you just can't quite find the inspiration. The very first thing to remember is that the longer you don't rap, the longer you're going to build up that momentum. So you need to get back to it as quickly as possible. Here are 5 ways that you can do that. The first thing that you can try is listening to the artists that inspired you to rap in the first place. I don't know about for you, but for me, I've got a couple select songs that every time I listen to them, I start feeling fired up. So you need to go back, figure out what songs really got you interested in the art in the first place, figure out why you were interested in it, and listen to those. And a lot of times that's enough to re-spark your motivation. Number 2, the second thing that you can do is listen to some of your best verses or songs. Now, I'm sure we all have verses and songs that are really cringeworthy that we never want to listen to again, but I would bet that you also have a couple verses that you remember back to and go, oh my God, like how is this so good, right? So listen to those verses because a lot of times that's going to get you fired up to remember, oh wow, if I just keep creating different kinds of raps, I'm going to create content like this again. So go back through your archives, find some of your best work, listen to that and see if that gets you pumped up. Now, the third thing you can do is to examine your why. Why do you want to rap? And that can be a really important differentiator, right? If you are rapping because you eventually want to be a famous rapper, make money doing it, whatever, you better be rapping every single day, whether or not you want to. Right? Because your why is much stronger than your actions. You're not going to wake up every day and feel inspired. That's just not a natural thing, right? If you really want it, you have to push through the days that you don't feel like doing it. Now, if your only goal is to, maybe put out one album just because you feel like doing it, it's like an interesting project for you, then you have a little bit more flexibility, right? But even when you're not feeling motivated, you're going to want to revisit that why and say, hey, I really do want to get an album out eventually, so maybe I should push through this writer's block a little bit. Now, the last piece is you may actually figure out why, and your why might just be that you want to relax. You say, why do I want to rap? Maybe you don't actually want to rap. Maybe you just feel like it's something you should do because it'd be cool or whatever. If it's not something that you actually care about, then maybe the right route for you is to stop and wait for inspiration to hit. But on the flip side, if you have these goals, if you have things you want to accomplish, things you want to put out, you need to get your why together so that you can look at that and help motivate you even on days that you're not really feeling it. You got to push through and find a way to keep working. Now, building on top of that last point, you might need to make a goal. Maybe the reason you're not motivated is because you haven't set yourself a goal. Maybe you don't have the idea of, hey, I want to finish an album by this date, or hey, I want to finish a track a week, or hey, I want to write a verse every day type of mindset, right? If you don't have a goal, then it's going to be really hard to motivate yourself because you're not thinking in terms of, okay, today I have to get this much done, otherwise I'm not going to meet my goal. There's no chance. So as part of your why, you may need to set yourself a goal. All right, now moving on to number 4, the fourth thing you can try is to try a new style. Now maybe the reason you're not as motivated as you used to be is because you've been making the same exact style of music over and over, talking about the same things, and you're just not really feeling energized around those topics. To get out of this, you can try to make a song that's really far from what you typically make, right? Try a completely different type of instrumental you usually wouldn't rap to. Try a different type of topic. Try a different, style. So if you're punchline heavy, try to go flow heavy or something like that. Just try to change it up because that will help infuse new blood into the rap that you're making, as well as expand your skill set and versatility. The fifth and final thing that you can do is to just start writing anything at all. Just put your pen down, or whatever is probably typing these days, but you just type out whatever comes to mind and just get started. It doesn't have to rhyme, it doesn't have to be anything. A lot of the problems with motivation can be linked to simple inertia, right? You haven't written for a while, so you don't feel like writing for a while, etc. But once you start your momentum the other way, then you can just continue writing. That'll often bring your motivation into it, right? You don't get motivated by waiting for the right time, you get motivated by doing the work and getting sucked into it. So those are 5 different things that you can do if you're kind of in a slump and don't feel like writing or recording anymore. Again, you need to really think about what you want and what your goals are. Hopefully that helps you so that you can get back on the right track. That's all I've got for this video. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, topics you want me to cover, throw them down in the box below and I'll get to them as soon as possible. I've also got a full 30-day how to rap course. I'll have a link to that for a discount down below. And I've got a website, rapbetter.com. That's it. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the videos. And if you have any questions, comments, or topics you want me to cover, leave them down in the box below and I'll get to them as soon as possible. See you next time.